kill you only makes you strong. I didn't understand that thing at the time. I didn't understand that. Mama, you just talking out the side of your head. I didn't understand that. But over the years of ministry and pastor, I come to understand, and I come to understand to learn how to pick my fight. Pick my back. I got a witness here. That if it ain't worth it, don't waste your breath on it. It's a process. You got to understand this, that even when Jesus took these three, you had to understand now what they represented. First off, Peter, you know, when Peter was called, he was the oldest of the disciples. Then you had John, which was the youngest at the time. Then you had the one that was the more outspoken, Peter, and then you had John that was going to outlive everyone else to tell the story. And then James, who represented the initiation of the church. You missed that. You remember James, who was the first pastor of the first church there in Jerusalem. You got to understand this, that when Jesus took them up to the mountain, he allowed them to see his glory.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
They were still questioning
That's right.
if he was the Messiah. But Jesus took these three. The others would have been all right. But he took these three.
Yes,
sir.
That's right.
Because they had to understand this thing. That regardless of what the other 9 may say, 3 is all it takes.
Yes, sir.
Let me show you something about that number 3. You remember when Jesus told you that if your brother have arms against you, you go back the first time.
Yes, sir.
And if you don't resolve it that time, go back the second time and take somebody with you.
Yes, sir.
Then if you don't resolve it, then go back the third time and take another one with you.
Yes, sir.
3 times. And said if you don't resolve it after 3, just leave it alone.
Yes, sir.
So that's 3 minutes something.
Oh, my God.
I'm trying to help somebody. So when he took Peter, James, and John, and they witnessed what was taking place. While Jesus was up there praying, they got sleepy. You know how we do. We get in God's house. We go on to sleep. But they got sleepy while the Lord was praying. Then just about that time, Peter was the first to wake up. When he saw this bright light that Luke said his clothes were changed, glistening and bright as lightning. As he was standing there, they noticed these 2 other fellows with him. They saw Elijah, which represented the prophets. They saw Moses, which represented the law. These 3 privileged 3. They were able to witness the prophets and the laws coming together. You don't hear me here. And the only way the prophets and the law could come together, they had to meet in the middle at the Lord.
Oh, my God.
Y'all missed it. You know, Jesus said that I came not to destroy the law, but I came to show love through the law. So in other words, for the prophets that had already gone, and the law that was already instituted, to be able to correlate and work together, they had to meet in the middle at the law. Right now, you come all over Damascus, you can't get in the church unless you use our password, which is what? Love. You walk in, you see what we have. I love my church. Because love should be evident in every believer's life. As they witnessed Moses and Elijah there on the mountain, in the blinking of an eye, they heard what sounded as if a mighty rushing wind. Then all of a sudden, bright cloud enthroned them. were woken up now, they heard the mighty voice saying, "This is my beloved Son." And had they been there early on at Jesus' baptism, they would have recognized the voice, because it was the same voice that said, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I'm well pleased." He said the same thing again now in Luke chapter 9, when he said, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I'm well pleased," but he added a little more to it when he said, "Hear him." Too many times, we get caught up in the hustle and the bustle. We get caught up in the bright shining cloud. That we fail to ignore to listen to the Lord's voice. Can I get a witness here, children? That when you take time just to listen to the Lord's voice, you will understand that He's saying everything that you already need. That you've been there praying and crying over the Lord that He moved the problem. That He moved the situation. Every now and then you ought to just hush and listen to the still quietness voice of the Lord. When the Lord is trying to get you to understand that you have to go through something in order to build your character. Can I get a witness? You got to go through a process in order to get to where I'm trying to take you. You don't believe me? Come here, Paul. What you need, Marty? Tell the folks what the process was with you. Well, I remember one day over in Corinthians, I had pleaded with the Lord to remove this thorn 3 times. But then I heard the Lord when He told me that my grace is sufficient. My strength is made perfect in your weakness. I didn't understand that, Marty, but I had to go back down in prayer. And what the Lord told me is that stop crying to me about to move these problems. That all you need to do is just open your eyes and your ears and see that you're all